For centuries, global power has hinged on control of the seas, but today, the focus is shifting to the world's most critical maritime choke points, canals. These engineering marvels are more than shortcuts, they're statements of geopolitical ambition, shaping the flow of trillions in commerce and the balance of power. The Panama and Suez Canals have dictated global shipping for over a century, but now China is challenging the status quo with bold new canal proposals. Control over a canal means economic leverage and strategic depth. Think of Britain with Suez or America with Panama. As the US and China compete, the battle isn't just about building new waterways, but also about influencing the ones that already exist. The Panama Canal, once a symbol of American might, is now a flashpoint, with China's growing presence raising alarms in Washington. This new, great game is playing out across oceans and isthmuses, not just for trade, but for the power to write the rules of the 21st century. The stakes: who controls the arteries of global trade, and who can disrupt them. As tensions rise, understanding these developments is crucial. The contest over canals will shape the next generation of global order. Let's dive in. China's economic rise depends on open sea lanes, but its vulnerability has driven the massive Belt and Road Initiative. At the heart of this vision, new, multi-billion-dollar canals, to create secure direct trade routes and reduce reliance on US-influenced choke points like Panama and Malacca. By financing and potentially operating these canals, China seeks both economic security and strategic leverage, echoing the playbook of past great powers. A Chinese-backed canal could shift military balances, offering preferential passage to its own vessels. The challenges are immense: financial, engineering, environmental, and political. Host nations must navigate between Washington and Beijing, weighing the risks and rewards. For China, success would reprogram global trade and cement its status as a maritime superpower. The world is watching to see if these ambitions become reality. The idea of a Nicaraguan canal is centuries old, but with China's interest, it's become a geopolitical flashpoint. This $50 billion project would rival Panama, offering a new Atlantic-Pacific route in America's backyard, a strategic coup for Beijing. Yet the route is 3 times longer than Panama's, crossing Lake Nicaragua and threatening fragile ecosystems. Economic viability is uncertain. With Panama already efficient, is there demand for 2 massive canals so close? Political instability and environmental backlash make investors wary, and China has yet to fully commit. Still, the mere proposal pressures the US and signals China's ambitions in Latin America. Even as a bargaining chip, the canal is reshaping regional dynamics. In Asia, the proposed Thai-Kra Canal could bypass the congested, vulnerable Malacca Strait, a lifeline for China's energy imports. The canal would cut shipping time and distance, giving China a secure route under its influence. For Thailand, the project promises economic gains, but risks deepening internal divisions and entangling the country in US-China rivalry. Environmental and security concerns fuel domestic opposition, and the project remains in discussion. China's interest is strong, seeing the canal as a way to expand its naval reach between the Indian and Pacific Oceans. If built, it would be a commercial and strategic game-changer, challenging the Indo-Pacific security architecture. The world waits to see if this bold vision will materialize. The Panama Canal, handling over 12,000 ships a year, is now a stage for US-China rivalry. China's commercial presence at both canal entrances alarms Washington, which sees a strategic foothold at a vital choke point. Tensions escalated in 2025, with US officials accusing China of using its influence to threaten global trade and security. The US has pressured Chinese-linked port operators to sell to American interests, and secured new security agreements with Panama. Protests in Panama City reveal local unease over renewed US military presence. China insists its role is commercial, but the US sees a pattern of strategic encroachment. The standoff is complicated by new threats. Cyber attacks could disrupt the canal as effectively as a blockade. The Panama Canal's future is now a test of global power and resilience. The world's arteries of trade are more vulnerable and more contested than ever. The outcome here will echo far beyond Central America. The canal's fate is a bellwether for 21st century geopolitics. Panama stands at the center of a superpower tug-of-war, fiercely protective of its hard-won sovereignty over the canal. Any hint of foreign control, American or Chinese, sparks resistance. President Mulino insists on neutrality, rejecting any foreign takeover and balancing ties with both the US and China. The US remains Panama's key security partner, while China is a top canal user and investor. Washington's push for greater security cooperation is seen by many as a bid to counter China and reassert influence. Protests in Panama City reflect deep anxiety about compromising neutrality. China's investments bring economic benefits, but also strategic strings, while U.S. demands can feel like infringements on sovereignty. Panama's challenge: leverage its position without becoming a pawn. The canal's future depends on maintaining this delicate balance. Its neutrality is vital for global trade and for Panama's identity. The race to build new canals and control old ones signals a new era for global trade. China's ambitions could redraw the world's economic map, making it the biggest winner, while the U.S. risks losing its maritime dominance. Host nations like Nicaragua and Thailand face economic opportunity, but also the risk of dependency and lost autonomy. The stakes go beyond economics. Environmental costs could be devastating, and new flashpoints for conflict are emerging. The fragmentation of trade routes could undermine global cooperation and stability. The battle for the world's canals is about power, sovereignty, and the future of globalization. Whether these projects remain dreams or become reality will shape the 21st century.